Tim Bennett here from the Cortland Voice, and I'm here with Jeff Penoyer. He is the Chief Operating Officer of Cayuga Medical Associates. Jeff, how are you today?
I'm doing good, Tim. Thanks.
Okay, beautiful. Today, Cortland community, we're going to speak about the great things that Cayuga Health has coming or is already doing, but also has coming to Cortland County, and you're going to be excited. But before we go into that, we want to hear from Jeff. Jeff, tell us about yourself.
Yeah, thanks. I'm Jeff. I'm the Chief Operating Officer for CMA. I am a native to Cortland, New York. I actually grew up in Cortland, graduated from Cortland High School, and I've been back in the area since about 2015 and living in Cortland for the last several years. I've been with Cayuga Health for about 3.5 years, and I'm happy to be back here giving back to my community.
Okay, so let me ask you this. How long has Cayuga Health been in this community,
I
this
think
community, the Cortland community?
Yeah, it's a good question. Cayuga Health opened our Cortland Convenient Care located in the Commons back in 1999. So we've been providing services to the Cortland community for the last 20 years. And we've continued to expand our offerings to the Cortland community for as long as well. And we're excited to be committed to the community as we move forward.
Okay. Now, you use the key word expand.
I
Now,
did.
for many who take Tompkins and whatnot, they see a big facility coming there. That's a big expansion. Tell us, do you have anything to say about that? Or
Yeah, no, we're really excited about the 260 Tompkins Street location. It's going to have three primary components. I think one, the largest component that we're really excited to talk about is our Cayuga Primary Care Family Medicine Service. We'll be expanding our primary care footprint right here in the community. We have about 5 providers that are offering primary care services that will be offering primary care services out of that location, and we're going to look to add a few more physicians to that location. The other component that's going into that building is our multi-specialty practices. So we have several specialties that will be merging into that location, and we'll be expanding some of our specialty offerings with some new offerings that are going to be announced at a later date. But we'll also be expanding some of the existing specialties that serve our Cortland community. And then the third area that's going in that building is our lab service center that will be a little bit larger and a little bit nicer, allowing for expanded capacity at that location. And it's going to be great because you're going to be able to walk right down the hall from having your primary care appointment or your specialty appointment, and you're going to be able to receive your lab workup right in one location.
now, the key word you use is location. In business, they always say the important thing is location, location, location. How did you choose that location, and why did Cayuga Health choose to invest? I constantly see Cayuga Health investing in the community, but I want to hear from you as the CEO of CMA.
Yeah, no, we chose that location specifically because we thought we'd be able to bring services to medical services to that side of the Cortland community where maybe not as many medical services currently exist. And we're also excited that we're going to be right at the back door of SUNY Cortland, and we're hoping to have a more meaningful connection with the student population there. And so I think we're going to be able to really provide some well-rounded services to that area of Cortland and make it more accessible to more people.
Personally, as a former student of SUNY Cortland, and I lived on Tompkins in different areas and whatnot, I do understand how amazing that is. Many students park right outside of a park center, where they do sports. A lot of times they end up going to Walmart. They leave, they go to the right. You guys will be, as soon as I get the car, it'll be less than a minute drive. I don't even think there's a traffic light in between.
I don't think so. Yeah, no, it's going to be great.
For sure. Okay, so let me ask you this. With that new location, will there be new technology? Like what other kind of upgrades?
Yeah, no, I mean, as is with a new building, we're going to have a lot of nice new things in that new building to provide services for our patients. I think some of the highlights that we're really excited for there are areas that are going to really help our providers to deliver care and be more efficient in the work that they do, as well as some of the components that are going to be really helpful for patients. So as some examples, we are putting computers in all of the exam rooms, which is really a standard for how care is delivered. nowadays. The other area that we're excited about is we're going to be rolling out our self-service check-in for patients who maybe want to have that experience. They're going to be able to use our kiosks when they walk in the building now. We're
Mhm.
also going to have a conference room or a community room that's going to be made available. It's about a 20-person room, maybe holds a little bit more depending on the seating options, but it's going to be a smart conference room with a smart board and some other meeting features that are going to be made available for education and community meetings, which we're really excited about.
Wow, that's one thing. I mean, listen, I keep my ear, to the streets. That's what I have to do as news. That portion I didn't know about the conference room, community room. That's amazing.
Yep.
Um, so being once again someone who came from Cortland County, now you're, the CEO of CMA. How important is it to you? And do you have a lot of family that still lives in Cortland or?
I do. Yep.
Yeah. So how important is it to you to know that, they can receive that great care and, that they can have services catered to them as they if they ever need care? Like how does that feel to you? I mean, this is your community, being born and raised, you're a native of Cortland County. Now this is coming. How does that feel to you? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, no, I mean, the project for me is really meaningful. I've been really excited to be a part of a project that's going to bring expanded services to our community.
Mhm.
And it really aligns with Cayuga's vision and mission for who we want to be. We want to be able to deliver integrated health services to
Mhm.
improve the well-being of our community. And I think we kind of check the boxes with this new building. We're going to be having primary care and specialty care services co-located right next to each other. And it's going to be great because, right, the building is designed to allow our providers to communicate seamlessly with each other over patient care to help provide the best experience for this community. The second thing that I'm really excited about is that we were actually able to do the community a little bit of a service. We've taken a building that was oftentimes not kept up very well on that side of town, and we've actually been able to take it down and replace it with new infrastructure that's actually going to meet our community needs and help provide needed services to our community. So that's really great as well. The final thing that I would say is that our patients have a choice and our community has a choice about where they go for care, right? So coming to Cayuga really represents you being able to get care right here in your community. You don't need to actually go out of state to receive higher level care. You don't even need to go to a larger city where you need to park in a parking garage to receive care. You can get your care right here locally in your community. And if you do need a little bit higher level of care, you can go right down the road and have your surgery or whatever it is that is needed, really not too far away in comparison to the other options that you might have.
Everything is accessible and, it's an inclusive as well. I mean, for many, being that Cortland's so small, I mean, if someone didn't have a ride, it's walking distance. So
Absolutely.
that's a beautiful thing. Well, once again, Jeff, thank you for joining us. And is there any closing thought that you would like to give as a Cortland native to the greater
Yeah.
Cortland community?
No, I'm just really grateful for the opportunity to be able to be involved in this project. And I know that Cayuga Health is excited to really demonstrate our commitment to the community and make these investments into Cortland. And we're excited to be here for a long time to come.
Beautiful. Well, thank you again. And to everyone watching, thank you for choosing the Cortland Voice. Have a
All right.
blessed day. Thank you.
Thanks.